Imagine walking down the red carpet, cameras flashing, fans cheering, and in the middle of all that glitz and glamour, you make a move so bold, so unexpected, that it instantly becomes the talk of the town. Today, we're talking about a red carpet moment that captured everyone's attention, not just for the fashion, not just for the glamour, but for one unforgettable PDA. Now, before we dive in, let's set the stage. The royal family has always been a magnet for public fascination. From royal weddings to state banquets, every appearance is scrutinized, photographed, and analyzed. And yet, despite the centuries of protocol and etiquette, the royals sometimes surprise us in the most human way possible. That's exactly what happened at a recent high-profile event where a certain couple, known around the world, decided to break. The event itself was nothing short of spectacular. A gala attended by international dignitaries, celebrities, and royals from around the world. The red carpet stretched endlessly, lined with photographers, journalists, and an eager public. Every detail mattered: outfits, jewelry, posture, and, of course, the interactions between couples. For most attendees, the focus is on composure and grace, but for Harry and Meghan, this event turned into something unforgettable. As they arrived, the cameras were flashing non-stop. Meghan in a stunning gown that seemed to shimmer with every step. Harry in a classic tuxedo, walking slightly behind her, a smile on his face. And then it happened, the PDA moment. Some might call it small, some might call it bold, but what's undeniable is the energy it creates. Even without mentioning social media platforms, imagine the reaction of everyone watching. Guests, photographers, and attendees, all caught in a moment of curiosity, admiration, and even amusement. This wasn't just a fleeting glance. It was a moment captured in hundreds of photos, replayed by camera flashes, and immortalized in every news outlet covering the event. Analysts, commentators, and royal experts all chimed in, offering opinions on what this could mean for the public perception of the couple, for the monarchy, and for the way we view modern love in royal circles. Let's paint the scene for you. Meghan's gown flowing elegantly, the sparkle of her jewelry catching the lights, and Harry standing just close enough to show support. Their body language spoke volumes, relaxed yet intentional, affectionate but respectful of the formality around them. To understand why this moment is so significant, you need to understand royal protocol. For centuries, members of the British royal family have followed very strict codes of conduct, especially in public. Physical displays of affection? Rare, very rare. Royal engagements, handshakes, formal bows, smiles for the cameras. That's the expected behavior. Anything that deviates from this is instantly noticeable. When Harry and Meghan display intimacy, even in the smallest way, it's not just personal, it's political, symbolic, and cultural. It's a subtle rebellion against a centuries-old institution, a reminder that personal emotions exist even in the highest echelons of royalty. And given Harry's own history, being raised in the limelight, experiencing both admiration and criticism, every gesture carries weight. Body language experts would have a field day analyzing this moment. Let's look at a few key points. The hand on the back. This is a classic supportive gesture. It communicates care, protection, and affection without being overly showy. The lingering glance. Eye contact is intimate, and in public it signals a private connection, almost like a conversation without words. The relaxed posture. This shows comfort in each other's presence, contrasting with the rigid formality of the surrounding environment. Now, imagine combining all these subtle signals in a space filled with flashing cameras, thousands of eyes watching, and centuries of protocol hovering over you. That's bold, that's attention-grabbing, and that's why people are talking about it even now. Of course, let's not forget the visual element. Meghan's gown wasn't just a dress, it was a statement. Sleek, elegant, flowing, it caught every light, every camera flash.
Her accessories added a sparkle that made her appear almost ethereal, while Harry's classic tuxedo balanced the scene perfectly. Fashion at royal events is never accidental. It's designed to communicate status, elegance, and awareness of tradition. But what happens when style meets intimacy? The PDA moment is magnified because the visual elegance highlights the personal gesture. In short, Meghan and Harry's fashion made their PDA even more memorable. Cameras didn't just capture a touch, they captured a story. Even without naming platforms, the public's reaction can be imagined through traditional media coverage, expert commentary, and global discussion. Newspapers, magazines, TV channels, they all picked up the story, describing the moment, speculating on intentions, and debating whether this was appropriate or groundbreaking. Some commentators saw it as a fresh, humanizing touch, while others criticized it for breaking protocol. That's the power of visibility. It sparks conversation, divides opinion, and keeps the public engaged. But the key takeaway? Most people agreed it was memorable and significant. And in today's world, that's enough to make a moment iconic. Let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just about Harry and Meghan holding hands. It's about symbolism. In a world where royals are expected to be distant, formal, and almost untouchable, this PDA challenges those expectations. It signals individuality. They are not bound by tradition in the same way older generations might be. Relatability. Showing affection humanizes them, making them more approachable to the public. Change in perception. For decades, royal appearances were about protocol. Today, personal expression is slowly becoming part of the image. This small moment could influence how future generations of royals approach public appearances. It's not just a gesture, it's a cultural touchpoint. Let's analyze this in a slightly critical yet thoughtful way.